This is a Heritage Hip Hop exclusive. This is a Heritage Hip Hop exclusive.
Peace and blessings, and welcome to Heritage Hip Hop, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today. And today, I got one of my favorite artists. If you know Heritage Hip Hop, you know about The Fire. You know what I'm saying? But before we do, make sure you like this video because we need to hit the algorithm, and be sure to hit the notification bell because whenever there's Heritage Hip Hop, there's The Real. And we want to show you one of the realest artists that's out right now. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Man, Max Slug, aka the Beyond the Great, you dig? And all that saying, you know, Funkaholics, one half of the Blackaholics, Northwest Ism Music, you know what it is. Oi! This side right here.
It's your folks, Jaguar James, aka James Super 1/4 of the Blackaholics, half of the Blackberry Bush.
The Blackberry Bush, I like that.
Yeah, most definitely Seattle's in the building.
Yeah, Central District off that Union Block,
Yes,
believe
sir.
that. Yeah, and all over the town, man. That's that one.
So let me tell y'all something. So being that the West Coast is primarily California,
Right.
to most people on the East Coast state of mind, tell me what makes Seattle different from the California sound?
To make it different from the California, I mean, it's still West Coast, but we are all in all, you know, I would say, yeah, if you're from the East, yes, but we are in our own little bubble because we're in the North. So our sound is more, I would say, b-boyish.
Okay.
You know, a real Seattle sound that we pop that ism. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, so we're real, like you said, we're real fresh. We our language, we just come with the slickery. We may say some oi, we may say like that there, you know, dig that there, you know, talking about, you know, we mix it all up. So, you know, saying I would say, you know, we're more of b-boyish. That's our really style, you know, that hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying? Straight hip hop, and you know how we look and how we dress and the way we talk and whatnot.
But you know what's deep? Texas has taken a lot of the, we helped birth Seattle hip hop.
Texas?
I never
Yeah,
heard
because
that.
Sir Mix-a-Lot went from Rap-A-Lot to Seattle.
Well, he wasn't on Rap a
Yeah,
Lot.
he went on Rap a Lot.
That's his brother. You know Jay Prince is his brother?
He ain't Jay Prince's brother.
No, not Sir Mix.
Nah, not Sir Mix-a-Lot.
So what's his relation to Jay Prince?
Probably cool, but
Yeah,
he ain't
yeah.
related to Jay Prince.
Yeah, yeah.
They put in the interview that was his brother.
Nah, I've never heard
Yeah,
that. We've been doing
yeah.
Mix-a-Lot.
Well then look, that's something we gotta clear up
Right,
because
Jay Prince's brother was Sir Rap-A-Lot.
Sir Rap-A-Lot.
Yeah, Sir Rap-A-Lot. That's how he started and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's take it back to back to Seattle because my understanding of Seattle hip hop starts from you. Because you dropped a fire classic single called The Fire, which is one of my favorite songs that came out of Seattle. And then that's another rapper that I know called Seven the Panther. And he's from out there too.
Okay.
And I know that West Coast music, especially hip hop, people always think it's street, but it's very Black Panther oriented too. It's very Black exploitation oriented too. And it's very community driven.
Yeah, that's
What part of the community makes Seattle hip hop strong and not just a genre?
I mean, strong would make, you know, saying the way our community, you know, and everything, to being from the Central District, and you know, like I said, Seattle, we come with different. We can do regular hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying. If you want to do the backpack, we come with some gangster shit too, or we can just come with, you know what I'm saying, regular hip hop that everybody loved though. You know what I'm saying? That straight West Coast, the West Coast G Funk era, you know, but we just call Funkify. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We do it what you say, Phil.
I say you wrapped it up.
Yeah,
most
so
definitely.
You know, we're like a melting pot because you got to think about in Seattle we get everything. We get the East Coast, so we got everything coming from over there. We got the down south, and then you know the Bay Area. We was like some of the first cats have the Bay Area, you know, come up there. Like E40 guys, they first start selling to us. That's why I like the Bay and Seattle. We're like the cousins.
Like distant
Yeah,
cousins.
distant
Right,
cousins.
right.
You know. That's why people be like, oh man, you guys talk fast. Like when I go out of town, first thing they're like, man, you talk fast, and you know, and I'm like, wait, shit, that's just how we are around here. You know, we real slickery.
Yeah, Slick Miles
Yeah,
and
Slick
game,
Miles,
a lot of
man.
game.
Pop this shit. Yeah, a lot of game.
There's
man.
a lot of
that's
Pimps
what it
players
is.
and hustlers in that
we
Seattle
we
from
come with
old
the-
school.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You know,
we come with
from
that
old
ism.
school.
But on the other hand, though, too, Seattle hip hop been around for many moons. It ain't
Yeah.
just me. It ain't just Mix-a-Lot. It's been a lot of cats. We had the cat named 3D. We had Emerald City Boys.
Boss Cross.
Boss Cross. My Uncle Fresh One.
Right.
They was doing in the 80s and 90s. Then you had the 2000s. I mean, in the 90s and stuff like us. We come on the 90s and all that. You know what I'm saying? You had groups like Self-Titled, 211s, and
DMS.
DMS and all that, man. Mr. Benjamin and all them. You know. and everything. Butchie, and man, we got heat coming about that town. Then you got Tacoma too, another section of Tacoma, criminal nations and all that. Mr. DOGs, man, we got heat around that Northwest.
Yes, we do.
You know, once cats get a real dose of it like they supposed to, man, it's gonna be like, oh shit, them guys are some real deal cats.
Okay.
You know, real talk.
Okay. Let me ask you a question that really is not even about the sound. It's about the origin of the culture.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon.
Washington.
Yep. Cool nuts now.
Those are some of the most racist, hateful places in the world, and that's where the best music comes from.
Right.
Because pain is the universal thing that connects all humanity.
Right.
See, everybody talks about love, but love is relative. Pain is so universal that somebody can hear your pain and relate to you across the country, across the sea, even in another district.
Yeah.
Why do you think pain makes the best music, and is Seattle's pain music just as influential as New York's pain music in your opinion?
It's a way to express your feelings and get it off into some music for everybody to hear it instead of just holding it in. You know, that's what I feel about it.
Yeah, and you know, everybody go through the same thing. You know, what a person in New York go through may be different, but we go through the same thing. You know, we kill it. You know, everybody killing each other. You know, we going through the struggle. Everybody going to the penitentiary. So if a young person off the street that's been hustling, know what he's doing and whatnot, trying to survive, trying to work a job, a person from overseas gonna relate to him. You know, like the fire, you know what I'm saying? That's some real stuff, you know? When I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, my grandma died, you know, that's real deal. Somebody over there could be like, man, I feel that too. Because we was raised the same way. So pain is just universal. Like you said, universal, man. Everybody gonna feel each other's pain. That's why a good artist or good rapper, man, should be universal. Right. You know, even though you're talking about your block or your street, whatnot, try to relate to somebody from over here or down south, because that's how you gonna people want to rock with you and stuff, you know, be relatable, you know.
So all through music, people have put their pain in, and you see what I'm saying, and drugs that influence dope songs. To you know, people been on the dope, and it came out with just classics, and everybody's like, man, it's crazy. Yeah. So everybody always express their feelings and their hurts and their drugs and everything through the music. Everything goes to the music.
I feel you. Look, like let me just take it to another direction. There's only 3 gods people really believe in, and one that you have an option to believe in. See, everybody doesn't believe in the Most High God, but people believe in hunger, people believe in death, and people believe in entertainment. You always eat, you always want to have fun, and you're going to die. Right. That's just the truth about life.
That's real talk.
But to be entertained means not only do you take people out of their pain, you also give them something to believe in. Right. What's the most powerful belief in music that you've established to somebody else that they've told you about? See, I ask real fucking questions. I don't do that bullshit.
Love.
Talk about it.
The love that you have, the love that you show, the love that you give and take in, and everything is that's what I would say. Love.
All right. What you say, Matt? Same thing.
Yeah.
So the Funkaholics, the Blackaholics, the whole clique, they got a love for music.
Yeah.
How do you help people find love within your music as well?
Well, loving and what I'm saying with my music.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, just gotta relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be relate to what I'm doing, because it's coming out, you know, righteous. You know, I'm bringing some of that righteousness, and then, you know what I'm saying, people can understand it. When they see me, they know it's real deal. You know, they know, man, that funk is bridging the gap from all over. Like I said, we going coast to coast with it. So, you know, it's right here. One thing we all gonna love is that funk, you know, that brings that soul.
How you express it, how you show it, how you introduce a person to it. You know, it's all coming from love. So when they get it, you know, hey, it's okay. I feel this. You know, maybe want to go barbecue or something. Or go, you know,
bring everybody together.
Right,
you know,
bring everybody together.
Bring that unity and all that with the music.
Well, I'm gonna end this with 4 questions, and you know, this was a mini interview. If you want to see more of Max Slug, what's my man name again?
Jaguar James.
Jaguar, that's a fuck of a name. Jaguar James. You sound like a fucking superhero. I ain't gonna lie to you. Know what I mean? If y'all want to see more, make sure you subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on all social media. That means you can see us on YouTube, and you can stream us wherever you stream your music. We are there. So wherever you take your phone, I'm there.
Right.
So 4 last questions, and you get to pick the direction of the questions. So usually I ask questions on my show that's called the rapid fire questions. Okay. The rapid fire questions are not yes, no questions. Right. They talk about your knowledge of yourself, the game, and the genre of music. Okay. But since this is a mini interview, I'm gonna give you 4 questions, and I'm gonna let you pick the direction. Right. I'm gonna give you 3 and a 1 off. Right. So you get to choose. I'm gonna give you the categories: representation or reliability? What do you want?
Representation.
Versus was very big in hip hop for a while because we were all locked in the house. And Versus was two MCs or two artists that came together to entertain us by playing their best, and we played who was better, right? So I'm gonna ask both of you, what two artists could do a Versus that perfectly embodies you?
Scarface, Ice Cube.
That was easy. How about you?
Tupac, Biggie.
Oh, okay. So you are more street knowledge and game. And you
Well, no, I would say more like street knowledge, soul, and gangsterism put all together. Because you got to understand, they storytelling and all that too with everything. I like that coming with some realness because they both faces a real person. So if we body in that, that them would be my personalities. Like when it comes to my music and which direction and reputation I would go to.
And I would just call yours real nigga syndrome.
Right. Because Biggie represented for the big black guys and the heavy set and you see what I'm saying, and fly, and Pac just kept that real. You see what I'm saying? And that's what,
and he's revolutionary too.
That's what everybody want to hear, just some real shit. Nowadays they're tired of that. You see, everybody's killing up everybody, not taking that from nobody. But I often want to hear some real shit too. So when they see you, they be like, okay, I can relate to him because you kicking all that, you gonna go somewhere. There's always gonna be somebody that want to challenge you. You the best, shoot them up, and you done killed everybody. There's always somebody waiting another time. Be like, man, let's try him.
Right.
Just because.
I'm gonna let you pick it now. Political or social?
Social.
AI is becoming one of the biggest technological advances in humanity. To right now, Hollywood is on strike because they want to take a person's likeness, pay them only one time, and use their likeness for the rest of eternity. Which means, as an artist, if AI, which has attacked hip hop before with F and Mecca, if it attacks it again, instead of having holograms, someone can take your likeness, not pay you, and play your music forever, blocking new artists and new actors from coming into the game. So with technology, how do you think we should fight to preserve hip-hop culture and not just fall victim to the computer and the stream?
Honestly, it's kind of hard because everything is changing every day. You see what I'm saying? Revolving, so it's kind of hard to just keep one thing like that. That's just like the other day, with the AI thing, I just heard this song. It had Tupac and Biggie with all new verses nobody had, but it was somebody else.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The AI is crazy.
The AI is crazy.
That is crazy.
And you're thinking, it's like, man, where's this come from? I don't think you can stop it, honestly.
We'll see, because we have a fight on our hands, don't we?
We have a fight on our hands, but right now it's taking over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's been a lot of movies that been talking about this stuff, way ahead. So
for a while.
For a while.
1986, George Orwell.
Yeah, for a while.
That's just like somebody taking your voice and putting you somewhere, you'd be like, God damn, I ain't even.
No, they do that now. Somebody stole some of my videos.
Man,
they do that now. And because you can't copyright your voice, it's a wrap.
Right.
So let me ask you that question. I'm gonna let you pick it now. Industry or mainstream?
Industry.
In the industry, when you sign a deal, you've heard of 360 deals, right? What about the right of first refusal? Are you cognizant of that? You know that?
I heard about it.
So the right of first refusal is, if your song is hot, but a label has like Nas, who just came out with an album, if Nas dropped Magic 2, but your song is in the street and like ESPN wants it, they have the right to say, no, we're not going to give you that song. We're going to put Nas up there. And the label will determine where your song goes, stopping you from really blowing and getting your opportunity. My question is, how do you make sure you blow and don't put your career in somebody else's hands?
Well, to me, I've been independent all my life. So, I've been handling my business. I've been handling my business, so I'm always, want to know where my stuff's going. Anyway, I don't never put my career in nobody's hand. I'm the manager, I'm the promoter. I do everything. I've been doing that since I came in the game, though. So me being independent, I got to know what's going on before I even go ahead and do something. Because like I said, I'm putting up the bread. I got to know what's happening. What's going on. So
and then once you sign the contract, you said they got action doing what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah, facts. So before we go to the last question, what y'all think about Heritage Hip Hop and how you like being on there so far for this minute?
Man, I love it, man. I agree. And like I said, the love.
Yeah,
that's right.
Real talk, man. Hey, man, I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with you. And I love the questions, though, too. Like you said, it ain't just, here and there, man. It's a real deal. Make you think, stay on your toes in your game, Well, Heritage, man, I salute you.
Yo, salute, bro.
Heritage Hip-Hop,
we rocking with you.
And it's been that for years. That's the fire my shit.
That's real talk, man.
So, here's the final question. I usually ask a legacy question, but because this is mini, I don't want to ask a legacy question. I want to ask this question more so. And this is to both of you. I want both of you to answer. Music is a language. And you know how they tricked us in school? School taught us languages were different genres of learning. Like math is a language. Right. Math is a love language. Because if you talk slick to your girl, 1 + 1 can equal 1, and you can make 3.
Right.
You feel me? Biology is a language. Because if you can make love to the mind and the body, you can make love and make a new soul. Right. You see where I'm going? Because you said love, right? All right. So then here's my last question to you. Hip-hop is a language because it's our expression from God. Hip-hop has been around since Genesis. Because in this book of Genesis, if you read the Bible, it says, let there be light. That's nothing but inspiration. Right. And if you look at God's spirit, it's called inspiration. Right. And if you look at what music is, the first record ever to be sampled is Psalms, because it says this psalm is inspired by the hind of the wind, which is a sample. Right. So if hip-hop comes from God, how does your music keep God alive in the community and in the culture?
By keeping true to yourself and keeping true to your community and keeping it true to your loved ones and all your people.
I like that one right there too.
You gonna roll with that one?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it true to, yourself and all that with that. Right. It come from God, man. Shit, when you writing your lyrics, man, it's definitely going you and God by yourself.
All right.
So
and God's the truth.
Yeah, God's the truth, man.
So drop that social media then and let them know the truth.
At Max Slug, Instagram, IG, TikTok, man. Follow me. I follow back. You can go to YouTube. Check out Max Slug. You can go to YouTube, Funkaholics, man, Amazon, man, everywhere. Google at Max Slug, man. I'm at you, bro.
Yep, Jaguar James or James Super on Facebook and Instagram. JAMESUPOPO, the first O silent, or you can catch both of my movies at The Adventures of Jaguar James.vhx.tv.
And with that being said,
Funkaholics, man, merch and everything.
Right. Man. Make sure you support. And not only that, make sure you get that music because it's fire.
Man, believe that, man. That fire is real deal, man.
And it's a classic.
That come from the love and that come from the heart and that came from the pain, though. Come from your soul, though. That's another thing, too. If it don't come from your soul, man, you ain't really talking that real shit.
That's it.
Heritage Hip-Hop.
Like that there,
Boy.
Like that there.
Peace.